Welcome back to The Talk Tonight. We are talking about development across central New York. Take a look at this apartment building on James Street in the Eastwood section of Syracuse. Jim Kenny was reporting on the story earlier tonight. The difference from 2 years ago is really, truly remarkable. It's now called the Barbara Jean Apartments. This building was getting more than $1 million in upgrades, and the man doing it is paying for the repairs out of his own pocket, not asking for any government assistance. Take a look at what the neighborhood, by the way, looked like before it was revitalized. It was really an eyesore, a big problem in the Eastwood neighborhood. Yeah,
it looks quite a bit the same when you first look, but then you see the boarded up windows and doors, and Jim actually, I think, went inside this back then when it was the classic homeless, smelly, messy, crime-ridden building, which was really a shame.
Yeah, really
they called it the Royal Windsor, and there was nothing royal about it.
It does, exactly. It does raise this issue, though. Can you start with one building and make a difference in a neighborhood, or should everybody just give up? I mean, should we just say, oh, that neighborhood's never coming back, I'm walking away, I'm going to move in the suburbs, I'm going to do business in the suburbs, I'm going to leave that center city to rot?
I think in the city of Syracuse, we have given up on some neighborhoods. I think there are neighborhoods along the far west side, along the south side, that I think
some areas of the north
are just
side
sort of forgotten.
That are just forgotten.
Yeah.
That are just forgotten.
The people have done exactly that. They've walked away. They no longer have stayed where maybe their family grew up any longer.
This building had potential.
But I think that that one building can make a difference, and I think Eastwood, which has been fighting to stay a viable, unique center of Syracuse, has several pieces that are now coming into place there that are improvements, certainly.
Because thank goodness people invest in pockets of the city. We saw it in Armory Square.
Right.
Armory Square perhaps could have become one of these neighborhoods, but people invested in it. You take a look at Center Armory, which, what was it? But 25 years ago.
About 20 years ago. It was a parking lot.
Yeah, Bob Doucette developed that, and look at what has happened there. It's just amazing to see. Now you see cranes in the sky in downtown Syracuse, and it seems even just over the last 20 years, more and more businesses have moved in, and now you really have a thriving metropolis downtown, which is nice to see.
Yeah,
it takes one nugget. It really
it does. That's kind of what I'm saying. You can hang your hat on it there.
Eastwood sort of had there was ground laid there. Eastwood was not perfect from what is now the Walgreens down to let's say the Wegmans, at the far end of James Street. There still is a lot of room in between there for a turnaround, but it had the basic fundamentals that I think you need. It did have good neighborhoods on both sides where people do own their homes, and they take care of them, and it had that desire for more.
Let's listen to the developer of this project in Eastwood right now.
It's a labor of love. It's a passion of mine. Real estate is something that I got into about 14 years ago. I looked at Eastwood as a community that deserved one of these projects, so I went forward.
We want to blend in, and we want people to like us. We don't want to get that same. I don't even know how you say it, what it was before. We don't want that reputation at all.
No, not at all. And then the Near West Side initiative is another one that we're kind of running short on time, but one house at a time, people are jumping in. They're getting some low prices, low interest loans to get the work done, and then all of a sudden it starts to make a difference. So I think we'll have to keep updated on these. We'll come back to different neighborhoods one at a time. Thanks for participating in the talk tonight on our Facebook page and our website. And Michael, thanks for stopping in, as you are doing every night at this time. We also want to tell people tonight, you can post your comments on the website and on Facebook anytime at all.